How's it going, guys? It's Uber Jack here with another video for you today, and today we're covering something quite important actually. Something I've got to get done straight away. I wasn't planning on covering it, but it's emerged so quickly, and it's quite a big deal, especially for anybody that drives for Ola or are planning to, or is about to move to your city. I didn't mention previously in any of the videos that Ola weren't just live in Bristol and Bath anymore. They've also moved over to Exeter, so the expansion continues, which is great news for everyone really. But the big news that is emerging from Ola just yesterday actually is that the power zones are no longer, guys. They are finished, and they're not going ahead with those, so you won't be able to see those anymore. The reason is we haven't really been given a reason specifically, but my best guess is that it was costing Ola a hell of a lot of money. When you put a power zone in an area and you get a driver in it, and then a fare comes up, say for example it was an 80% boost in the fare, so say the trip was supposed to be £10, you were getting £18 less your commission, so you were left at about £16. And then not only that, but the customer was probably getting a good deal himself, possibly paying up to 50% less, if not a free trip. So you know, maybe the customer was paying about £5 towards the fare. Ola were covering the other £11, you know, and that was happening on trip after trip after trip. Maybe not the same amounts, maybe not the same power zone amounts or discounts, but you know, they were making nothing basically, and it was really strange to us, because we did, you know, they didn't really express what their plans were, what their goals were, what the situation with the power zones were. We were just told that they use the power zones, you know, normally in India and Australia. They've come here, we've broke it basically. We've made it so unprofitable for them that they can't continue with it, and I guess it's you know, it's to be expected really, because as I say, we were scratching our heads between us all, wondering, you know, this isn't sustainable even outside of power zone hours. The times the power zones were in place were when it was busy, so when there was no power zones, it wasn't busy, so they weren't really able to recuperate any of their money that they were then spending on the power zone hours to drivers, and then customers were getting heavy discounts. I mean, the discounts have been running all the way up until now still, and they've been here for like 4 or 5 months, so really insane. And I think the discounts were running just because the app isn't still fully bulletproof. I mean, you can see I got suspended the other day because the app was shit basically, to put it bluntly. But you know, it's a bit of a sad day, I guess, now with these power zones gone. So what have they replaced the power zones with, I bet you're asking? And it's basically just surge, just the same as Uber's surge. So when it gets busy, when there's a high demand, the drivers aren't there, the driver count isn't there, the prices will go up, hoping that the demand then comes down. But you know, obviously there's situations where the demand won't come down, and you'll still get some pretty nice surged fares, but it's definitely not going to be the same as it was. Definitely won't be doing what I have been doing over the last 4 months, and that has mainly been prioritizing Ola during the power zone hours, getting myself into the zones, because, you know, I knew that, say it was a 60% boost for example, that along with the commission that Ola take at 15%, it was just so much more profitable for me. Even if I took, say, 2 trips in an hour, even if I'd have done 4 on Uber, I would have still made more with Ola. So I was doing less work, making more money, less strain on the car, less fuel consumption. It was a no-brainer. Now the tactics are going to have to change, your strategies are going to have to change. Personally myself, I'll just keep both apps running, and I'm going to take the closest job that comes up to me. The only other thing that will trump the closest job is if one comes through saying it's like an Uber job and it's 4 minutes away, I start driving there, and then an Ola trip comes up back in the direction I've come, for example, another 6 minutes that way, but it's surged to like a decent amount, 1.6, 1.8, then then that would trump that, so I'll take that. You just have to be careful with Ola, because a lot of the times the trips can cancel due to the app and bugs and things. So if you have accepted an Uber and you're on your way there and you think you're going to change your mind and go for the Ola, accept the Ola, but don't cancel the Uber right away. Just wait a minute or two, and then you'll know if it's happening or not. So yeah, it's a pain, but at least we've still got the two apps to work off. We've got the two, jobs there to choose. It will increase, if you just done Uber only, I'm sure you wouldn't earn as much as if you did Uber and Ola, because, as I say, you're going to be able to pick more and choose more, which is what drivers want. You want to be taking, in an ideal world, the closest trip to you 9 times out of 10, because as soon as you get that customer in the car, then you're earning. If the customer's not in the car, you're not earning any money. Simple as that, isn't it? So, big day, guys, big day. And it's one of those things. Will we see them return? I don't think so. I think that's it now for Ola. That's them done. Let's not forget that Ola do, and they promised to do as well, more promotions. So that's something to look out for. Certainly you'll prioritize promotions on either app when they arrive, if they arrive. I don't know if we'll ever see a promotion on Uber. Who knows? Ola did hint that there may be something happening over the Christmas period. Now there's 1 week to go, so maybe that's going to be pretty soon. But yeah, guys, just thought I'd cover that with you. Let me know what you think. If you're already an Ola driver in Bristol, Bath, Exeter, South Wales maybe, or maybe you were looking to be an Ola driver somewhere else in the country, let me know what you think about this. Is this sort of made you feel like you're not going to sign up for them, or how do you feel about it? Okay guys, so that's all I've got for this one. Catch you on the next one.